Time now for your forewarned weather with Thomas Geboy.
Good Wednesday morning. Utah time is currently 5:44. It's a quiet start to the morning across the Beehive State. Or as we look at the satellite and radar, just a little bit of cloud coverage in the northwestern portion of the state. But when I expand the view, there's a lot going on. We got a batch of showers currently moving through more or less south central Idaho with an upper level low pressure that's currently working its way through the Pacific Northwest. That system is currently on its way towards us, and that's going to mean some pretty big changes as we close out the work week. We'll talk more about that in just a few moments. But in the meantime, here's what it currently looks like down in Cedar City with our Southern Utah University camera network, where it's a calm and quiet start to the morning and a cool start to the morning at that down in Cedar City. Meanwhile, as we make our way up into northern Utah, we have clear skies from Alta. Looking at some of the residual snow down below, and we're probably going to add a little bit more to that by the time we get into tomorrow. Temperatures ranging anywhere from the 30s to the 50s out there. We're sitting in the low 50s in both Salt Lake and St. George. Park City and Cedar City waking up with temperatures in the low to mid 40s, while Logan this morning waking up to a temperature of 35. Some of you might want the jacket, some of you might want the sweater. In other spots, you might be fine with the t-shirt as you head out the door. Our daytime highs today will come in close to, if not above, our seasonal averages. I think we'll actually be a little bit above average in northern Utah, pretty close to seasonal averages down south. Along the Wasatch Front, daytime highs mainly topping out in the low 70s. Logan will get to 63, while St. George will top out at 76 this afternoon. But we'll go ahead and zoom things in here, and you'll see your daytime high today and your overnight low tonight. And notice these daytime highs, a little bit above our seasonal averages. But by tonight, it's going to be turning chilly thanks to that front that's going to be moving in by the overnight hours. In Nephi today, we'll see a daytime high of 64, while we'll bottom out tonight at 41 there. And then down in southern Utah today, daytime highs are mainly going to range in the 60s and 70s. As Blanding gets to 66, we'll see a daytime high of 59 in Bryce Canyon, one of the cooler spots, as is typically the case. And we'll see a daytime high climb to 65 degrees in Beaver. Let's go ahead and begin the futurecast, and I'll start this at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you can see that cold front moving in from the northwest. Now, through most of the daytime hours today, we're going to stay mostly on the dry side of things, just with a slight chance for a few showers in the northernmost portion of the state. But as we go from late this afternoon into tonight, the chance of wet weather across the northern half of the state will start to increase. And then by the overnight hours and the first thing tomorrow morning is likely going to be the best chance of wet weather for the northern 2/3 of the state. We could see a few showers tomorrow stretch as far south as Cedar City, but for those of you in St. George, likely going to be staying on the dry side of things. Valley rain, mountain snow. But as that cooler air continues to filter in, if the moisture holds on long enough, we could potentially see snow get down to our benches. This is tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the futurecast is showing the bulk of the moisture moving away. However, with that northwesterly flow and with some lingering moisture in place, I actually think we'll see a little bit more than what this futurecast is showing. Maybe a little bit quieter for our Friday. Then we could see a second system arrive going into this upcoming weekend. That looks like a pretty good bet at this particular point. But I mentioned valley rain, mountain snow, and in the mountains, we actually could be talking about some healthy accumulations, especially for the northern mountains. Over several inches of snow expected, and we do have a winter weather advisory in place for our northern Utah mountains that begin at midnight tonight and will continue through 4 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. Accumulations generally of 5 to 10 inches, locally higher amounts. Winter driving conditions, and we could see heavy snow at times. And here's a look at the expected snow totals through Thursday, because I do want to mention that since we do have another system likely coming in this weekend. But our northern valleys expecting mainly rain, potentially if that moisture holds on long enough, maybe a trace. The benches could see anywhere from rain to upwards of 2 inches of snow, especially for the high benches. Mountain valleys 1 to 4 inches, mountains 3 to 10, and the cottonwoods could pick up locally 6 to 12 inches, and maybe, depending on if that moisture holds on long enough, potentially higher amounts can't be ruled out. And the colder air will be filtering in, and from Box Elder County down through the Wasatch Front and concluding Tooele and Rush valleys. We'll have a freeze watch that goes into effect late Thursday night through early Friday, as overnight lows could be dropping in the mid to upper 20s. So again, we have big changes coming our way. In St. George, you're not going to see as big of an impact from this front, but your temperatures will cool down to the low 70s Thursday and Friday with that second system this weekend. Partly cloudy skies with a daytime high eventually dropping into the upper 50s and overnight lows in the 30s. That's a big change of pace in St. George. Then along the Wasatch Front, an increasing chance for wet weather by later on today. Then a good chance for showers on Thursday, a high in the 40s. A slight chance on Friday, then that second system brings in another chance for showers on Saturday. Daytime highs mid-40s, overnight lows likely dropping into the upper 20s. By Halloween, those temperatures will moderate a little bit, still looking on the chilly side of things, but at least as of right now, looks like we'll check in with mostly sunny skies. Let's go ahead and check the traffic out there for you this